Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 70 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rowe firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Off play action. Rowe. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Rowe. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe going right back to Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Weaver. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Back to throw. Rowe. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the 1st time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any intercept.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Rowe. Throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Operating from the gun. Rowe. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, It's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Ratliff. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKenzie. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary. Now on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Freeman. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rowe. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rowe. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Freeman. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Freeman looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Freeman. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After one, 17-7 is our score. On 1st down, Ratliff. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And Jones has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's got it. Touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Rowe. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Rowe. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rowe. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, Freeman. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Freeman. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rowe. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Ratliff, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Freeman. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Rowe aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Looking to throw. Rowe looking deep for Elliott. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 68 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To throw on second down. Freeman. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Freeman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is indeed good. And that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin in Charlotte, an NFC matchup between Washington and Carolina. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Pats looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Bills trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw on second down, Freeman. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Back to throw. Rowe. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, Ratliff, and he gets it down to the 32. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on first down, Freeman. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Looking to throw on second down, Freeman. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Freeman under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. On third down, Rowe. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run the counter. Gregory. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.